Hi, this is Callie from Liberate Justice Entertainment here with...
I'm Aaron.
What's up?
Mike from Darkest Tower.
What's up, guys? How are you tonight?
Welcome to the parking lot. We're hanging out by the dumpsters.
And the cool vans. You guys are on tour right now?
We are. We are on tour. This is the last show of 2017.
This is the very last show. No more after the stretch. You guys get to go home for Christmas.
Yep.
Enjoy life.
Yep.
Enjoy relaxing.
You know, just kind of reflect on a badass year. We put out an album this year. And did a bunch of touring and crazy stuff. Sort of when I was putting together the year-end stuff, I was like, wow, this has been a busy year. So it'll be nice to go home and chill for a minute. That's for sure.
Yeah, the album's cool. Checked out the new album. So how was the recording process with that? How'd you guys enjoy that? Or
that was fun.
Was it rough?
No, it was great. That was a great recording.
It was smooth?
Overall, it was one of the better recording experiences the band's had. You know, like we had a direct, distinct vision. Kurt was really great to work with. Teaming up with Southern Lord was a lot of fun, and then also, even though it was a headache doing the crowdfunding for the album, it was nice to connect with people that are in love with the band enough that could help us do something as special as like birth the 9th album. So
yeah.
It was great. I mean, like you said, there was as much tension as there needed to be, but there was a little bit of creative growth, and people, I think some of the newer guys like Aaron and Travis got to be a little more involved than on the last album. I mean, you definitely played all the big lines on the album, you know what I mean? So it was more live in that sense, and I think that translates into the album that you hear, which really kind of captures the way the band sounds more anyway.
Yeah, so you were saying it was getting creative while you guys were writing. How would you describe the sound now compared to like your older stuff? Like you said, there was growth a little bit.
I think the growth is the ability to pull off what we're doing and the ability to do it in a way that's kind of streamlined. But I think it's interesting when you play a song from our first album and a song from our newest album in a set, which we do right now, they all blend together. They all work together. It's all sort of the same melodic death metal. I mean, I think when you hear on the albums, you hear a lot of differences in production, a lot of differences in like how each album has a flavor.
So what are some of your influences? How individually or together as a band, how would you guys...
Wow, that's a monumentous task. I mean, between the 5 of us, there are some really packed iPods and computer hard drives, and I mean, these are collectors and lovers of all types of music.
Nice.
You know, just pick one.
I don't know. I mean, I guess, you know, maybe Metallica was like a pretty early heavy metal influence for me.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean that obviously, I think as a whole for the band, it's like pretty obvious. It's like you take a little bit of the big 4, Metallica, Slayer, Megadeth, and Anthrax. You add in a little bit of Judas Priest, you know, and then you kind of stir it up with the fact that the band came around in the 90s where there was this sort of like actual metal and hardcore combination.
Yeah.
And then you kind of churn all that up with this new wave of Swedish heavy metal that we fell in love with, like At the Gates, In Flames, Entombed, Dismember.
Yeah.
I mean, even like Carcass, they're an English band, but they still sort of fit in there. Like, so there's that wave of metal influence, and then you have your classic stuff. But then we were talking about this other day, like one of Aaron's favorite artists is Madonna.
Nice.
Straight up. So it's like,
that's great though.
I think it's, and we were also talking about how we love metal and we love the metal we like, but it's definitely not the only thing we like.
Yeah.
And I don't, by far, there isn't one type of music that I love the most.
Yeah, I think that appreciating music is being able to appreciate like all different kinds of music for what its strengths and whatever are, you know.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I mean,
variety is great.
And sometimes you can pull really good inspiration from those albums that are so different, you know.
Yeah.
And I think that when you're a younger artist, it's easier to go for the throat and kind of pull inspiration from bands that you want to sound like. And I think as you get older, the inspiration coming from music that doesn't sound like your band is actually a lot heavier, because you start to realize that that's a lot more about what this whole thing is when you're writing, especially with a group of people. And you're kind of regurgitating your influences in a new sound and a new song. You know?
This gives you like a much wider body of things to be inspired by.
Yeah, and pull from.
Right on. Well, I had a question from somebody who was online. They wanted to know your inspiration for Demons.
Oh, all right. Well, Demons was a weird song because it was written in standard tuning.
Okay.
Which none of the other songs were, but we had been coming off we came off Undoing Ruin, and we had some success with Convalescence. We had some little bit of popness, you know what I mean? So we thought, all right, on this album, we're gonna write one or two songs that push it into this kind of like more radio single thing.
Okay.
I mean, it was a big move for us. And the other song, I can't remember. What's this other song we play from Deliver Us all the time?
Paradox.
A Paradox with Flies. That should have been the single. But anyway, what we did is we tuned the guitars up to standard tuning. We tried to write like a more poppier song. But I think what happened is our prog tendencies took over, and then also Devin Townsend was involved in making that album, and that all sort of got mished up, and you got this song that was, I think, really cool. And definitely the addition of it being into the Guitar Hero game and kind of the music video that we spent a lot of time on with 3 different days of filming, all that together made that song really kind of a special song. But it's not something that we actually play that often, really, because currently with I guess what you would call the overall feel of the band doesn't necessarily fit in the same way some of the other stuff is. But mainly, we like to rotate stuff live. I mean, we haven't played Love Is a Weapon in a while, but we played that all the time. You know, we just did a tour of all Undoing Ruin its entirety, and then other songs.
Nice.
So it's a real challenge to figure out what songs to play, but not to take away from Demons, which it was a cool song. And I think the reason why it has a little bit different feel is it was one of the first songs that John recorded where he started to really try to sing. Differently. And it also was written in standard tuning, which I think gave it just a
different tone overall.
It didn't
the whole
crush
thing
as hard as the others, but again, I don't think it's the most melodic song on the album either. So it's interesting that it became the decided song of that album, but it's not, because we play Doomsayer, and that's a crowd favorite. Everybody loves that song. You know.
Very interesting. So is there anything you guys would like to say to your fans before you sign out? Is there any upcoming news besides the new album?
Thank you to everybody who crowdfunded the album. Thank you to everybody who bought that album legitimately. We just sold out all the vinyl. We're going to repress it in different colors and cool stuff. So that's cool. We just found that out. We just filmed a music video. In the desert, and it came out awesome, and you're gonna see that in the new year. We got some other surprises I can't really get into that might happen in the new year, and we have a bunch more touring. We have a tour that we've announced in February that's 10 days in the Midwest. And we are working on some going back to Europe, also going to South America for the first time on a real tour. So the world is big. We have to space out the tours because we are getting a little bit older. But shit is good in the camp, you know.
For sure.
That's all I got. Deal?
Thanks for coming to the shows.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Thanks for the support. Right on, guys. Well, this is Callie from Liberate Justice Entertainment signing out here with Darkest Hour. Cheers. Later, guys.